I'm covering Express, HTTP, REST, and middleware. I will be using examples from the application we are building. So Express application is built on top of Node.js and organizes how server handles requests using Clearflow. The main components are app instance. Here we have it here using Express. It acts as a central object that manages everything. Then we have middleware. In our application, that's error handler, logger, found, validate content type. Everything that checks, it runs in the sequence when a request comes in, and it can log data, parse JSON, check authentication, modify requests. Route handler. These are specific functions tied to HTTP methods and path, like in our application, we have app get, and we'll get a message back, hello world. This is a good example. And then we have error handlers. Here we have the one for 404 here, for 400 and 500. The request flow looks like this: first request, middleware, route handler, and response. And the order is very strict and is very important. So for instance, if we try to access rec body before using express JSON, it will be undefined. So parsing must go first. So what's the difference between middleware and route handlers? Middleware can pass control using next. Route handlers usually end the request by sending and response. How do we handle HTTP requests and responses? So HTTP is a protocol used for communication between client and a server. And each request includes methods like get, post, put, patch, delete. It requires path. For instance, right here. And it requires headers like content type and body, usually JSON for post and put. In Express, we access this data using the rec objects. And I have a good example from our application. Let's say we creating a docs profile. So we have method here, which is post. We have route. We have body, which will be returned using console log. And then we have a query. I don't have it here, but rec query can return query parameters. The REST object is used to send responses. It's a REST status, set HTTP status code, REST JSON, send JSON response, REST send text, or HTML. Every request must result in exactly one response, or it will be timed out. Let's talk about REST and its role in Express. REST, it's representational state transfer. It's a way of designing APIs using HTTP. And its key principles are using standard HTTP methods we discussed earlier. It's to get, retrieving data, post, creating data, put, patch, updating data, and deleting, removing data. And we have to keep our routes pretty clear for understanding. So here I created a couple extra to cover all. So the first is get. So using this, we can read data. Using post, we create, let's say, docs profile. Then we have some extra in our app, like a registration for log on and log off. Also put to update update docs data, and also delete, removing it completely. So REST APIs typically send and receive JSON, which is a structured data format. If I open Postman, and let's say adopt, that's our route, when I send it, it sends me a message back. So that's how we can communicate with a server through Postman. HTTP status codes are very important. 200 means everything's okay. 202, created. 400, it's a bad request, not found. And 500, server error. We are using them in our app over here. And then just Express simplifies building web servers by organizing code into middleware and routes. HTTP designs how requests and responses are structured. REST provides a standard way to design APIs, and middleware order and proper response handling are critical for a working application.